necessary. A couple of 100 miles in and I'm thinking how the bike's running, and it's absolutely fine. Swiss watch, as you'd expect an FGR to be. Now, the thing is with this bike, it's a high mileage FGR. Well, it's a high mileage FGR. For a bike that's 6 years old, it's done reasonably high miles, 75,000. Be 76,000 by the time I've done this. That's why, one of the reasons I think I got it cheap. But mechanically, it's absolutely fine. And I am ashamed to say it, it was only yesterday that I checked the oil for the first time since buying this bike last year. I tell a lie, it wasn't yesterday I checked the oil, it was a day or two beforehand. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take it on this 1,000 mile ride. I'll treat Sleipnir to a new oil filter and 4 lovely fresh clean litres of oil, which is how much it takes with an oil filter change. And I ordered that on Thursday. I was leaving for this trip on Friday. Today is Saturday. So I waited all day Thursday and expecting it to come. Only to check my emails Thursday night and see that it was delayed. So thanks DPD. Although saying that, if I had my arse in gear, I would have ordered it weeks ago. So it's now sitting in the house. It got delivered yesterday while I was down in Yorkshire, ready to set off on this ride this morning. It's been delivered. So hopefully we'll make it round without any kind of issue. And when we get back, I'll give her an oil change and a new filter. And I'll also buy an air filter and stick one of those in as well. Why not? Why not go the whole, push the boat out, go the whole hog. I spoil you, I really do. Let's nip past here. We've got nothing on the other side. Got no junctions. Let's have that. And we go back to the 60 mile an hour that we know and love. Ah, now, yes. Let's put that cable back in there. Because we'll be running that battery down soon. And one thing I do need is sat-nav. Let's take the glove off, see if we can do this by hand without stopping. Highly recommended for anybody who rides a motorcycle is to do this. Goodness, for cruise control, that's all I can say. Do you know what, with my glove off, it's actually quite warm. Where the hell's the end? Right, now that should be charging. I can't see if it is or not. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Let's find out by sticking these fellas on. No, bloody well isn't. I think we have charging problemos. Okay, we're gonna find somewhere to pull in. We can do this. Oh shit, that's a glove. Oh fuck. That's not what I wanted to do. He's going to run over my Knox glove. He is not going to run over. Thank you. Very kind. What a great coach driver. Right. Instead of being an arsehole and doing that, let's see where this isn't charging. Why are you not charging? Why have you stopped charging for me? It can't be wet. You would have squeaked on if you were wet. There we go. What's the problem with that? Dickhead. No, says Sleipnir. You're the dickhead, not me. Yeah, we're charging. We're good. Right. Lesson learned. Nothing coming that way. Oh, that was a terrible low speed manoeuvre. Embarrassed to catch that one on video. Anyway, well, got to take my glasses off, didn't I? And another thing I'll be dropping. Set it at that. Apparently, all FGR 1300s pull to the left when you take your hands off the bars. I'm not doing that. I'll even sit like that. Look. Some of them shake the head. This one used to shake its head. Oh, I'm going to lean right over there. I can't. I'm literally trying to get it straight. It just wants to go that way. Might have something to do with the fact I've got a load of tools in the pannier on this side. That pannier down there, got loads of tools in it. Might be heavy pulling. That could be it. I don't know. But even without tools in, with empty panniers, it still pulls across to the left. I don't know why. I've replaced just a little chat here while we're rolling along these Welsh roads. I have replaced the head bearings on the steering head on the headstock. Dead something with taper roller bearings, and it has improved them no end. Although I did tighten them down and I thought I had them seated. You know how it is, you tighten them up and then you release, and that hopefully gets the bearing seated, and then you tighten up to again, and then you try and get the steering while it's up on the centre stand and the front wheels off the ground. Put some weight in the back and lift the front wheel off the ground, and you get the steering to turn from side to side smoothly, but without like kind of flopping, because then they're too slack, and without sticking, because then they're too tight. So that's how I had them. But initially when I put them in, I hadn't tightened it down, so I guess the bearing hasn't seated quite right, and over time it did find its seating and then slackened the bearing off, the locky thing. Stop me if I get too technical, won't you? And yeah, I got a little bit of clunk, so that's now repaired again, because that's awful. It's awful when that happens. And we used to have the headstock shake like that. Now it doesn't when you got your hands off the bars. It's lovely. I don't know why. Oh look, we're going in a straight line. It's proved me wrong. Again, it's not pulling to the left. Just makes a liar out of me, this bike. Though, speaking of FGRs, there was a guy I was sitting on the table with in the briefing for this ride last night, and he saw the name of the YouTube on the crash helmet. He says, "Oh, I've got an FGR on his shoulders," and it was this absolutely immaculate silver Gen 1 FGR, and it was a really early one. You know, it had the blue spot calipers and it had the headlight, the indicators out on stalks. What a pretty bike it was, and it just reminded me how nice my old one was. I mean, my old one wasn't as nice as his. It wasn't as clean as his. His was a beautiful example, but no, I really did like that bike. I got quite taken with that bike. I'm still sad it's no longer with us. Now we're down to 30 now, are we? Ganclwyd? I don't know. I wouldn't be averse to buying another FGR, you know, either a Gen 1 or a Gen 2. I really did like that Gen 1. It handled so well. Oh dear, a brokey down car or a crashy car? possibly a crashy car. Oh no, that's not good. Oh dear. Never good to see that. I hope it's not one of the lads from our ride out. Here comes the rain again. Falling on my head like a memory. Falling on my head like a new emotion. have to say, these speed limit changes all the time on these roads. It's a pain in the ass. I like to be in places where the speed limit doesn't change much and you get a bit of a flow. All these feel like it's just the opportunity to hop past the queue of cars, or even just like one or two cars out of the queue before you slow down again. Now we're coming into another town, so that'll be 30 limit now, but it'll pull us back down to 20. I've got no grievance with 20 mile an hour speed limits, but it's just this on off kind of travel that I'm doing is what I have a problem with. I suspect that things might improve a little bit when I get out of Wales. It seems to be a Welsh thing. Lots of little towns not too far apart from each other, interspersed by 60 limits and 20 limits. It gets a bit kind of, tiresome and jaded after a while. Ugh. Not my scene. I would, through choice, I would head to somewhere else. Unfortunately, I wasn't aware of this when I chose this route. Well, I'm going to blame this on Aubrey because he chose this route. I said, which route do you want to do? Do you want to do northern route or southern route? And he went, oh, southern route. So this is on you, Aubrey, not me, you git. And you're not even here to suffer it along with me. Well, I hope you get better soon, so you can suffer again, instead of lying at home being ill and enjoying yourself. Just absolute, I'm not enjoying this now. It's just absolute purgatory doing this. It's shit, actually. Next time I do an Iron Butt 1000, and the only way I will do an Iron Butt 1000 is if Aubrey does it with us, or I do it with somebody else. I'm not doing it alone again. I'll not be coming this way. I'll not be coming through Wales. It's a lovely place, but the on and off riding is not good. When I saw the distance I had to travel to the next stop, and then I saw the time, and I thought, oh well, there must be a few little bits of restricted speed areas there. Now I can see why it's going to take 4.5 to however many hours, according to the sat nav, to do like 150 miles, and it's because of this crap. I never thought I'd say this on this ride, but I can't wait to get on some bloody motorways. Now I can't. Why is this not fastened? Oh, that's why, because it's that one. Okay, fair enough. You stuck me in this van at 48 mile an hour. A blessed relief from that 20 mile an hour limit. But how far are we going now before another 20 mph limit kicks in? Just long enough to get nowhere fast. I'm looking at my sat nav. I can't make too much out, but it looks like there's a little clump of kind of buildingy stuff. That'll be one. 40 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour, 20 mile an hour. Oh, look, another 40 mile an hour limit. What's the bet we get down? What's this? Plump, 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 apparently plump. Now, the interesting thing about Plump is it is the birthplace of Sir Clive Sinclair. Oh, there you go. Little interesting fact for you there. Plump, the birthplace of Sir Clive Sinclair, the inventor of the ZX Spectrum and the ZX80 and the 81, amongst other things, and the little electric car. All good stuff. And that's true, that fact. We seem to have less of those 20-mile-an-hour limits for the last few miles anyway. Just another 40. Just as I set my cruise control to 60. And what's this place called? What's the name of that? What's the name of that place? We're currently driving through. At least I think that's how it's pronounced. Wow, that is some view. That way is just bloody rain. Guess which way we're going? Yeah, that way. Still lovely though. You must be like in good weather. It's pretty impressive the weather we've got now, but it must be fabulous when it's dry. These are the roads I wanted to get on. This kind of thing. It's my kind of ride now. Hi, are you alright? Oh, careful, I'm soaking wet, darling. I'm soaking wet.
Let's go.
See you later. Bye-bye. Oh. Oh. Second stop of the day. Haverford or Haverfordwest, whatever you call it. About 1:15, I think. I needed this break, I'll tell you, definitely. I'm a bit knackered now, and I've got a long way to go. Not seen anybody else that seems to be riding this route. I did see one guy who had an accident. I hope he's not a member of the ride. So it would have ruined his day. It would have ruined his day anyway, but it would have kind of spoiled his day today. So yeah, having a sausage roll, chilling out for 15-20 minutes, see if I can catch a couple of Z's, and then back on the road again. Happy, happy, joy, joy. God, this is heavy with fuel in. Well, that's Haverford fuel stop. That's the second one in a row. 300 odd miles in, 600 odd miles to go. I can't tell you how happy I am to hear myself say those words.